I have written a few papers on, so the area of interest for me has been body of knowledge called theory of constraints, which is a kind of, it's not really a mainstream operations management theory, but it's there. It's been there since 1984. I don't know about it, right? Goldratt wrote a book called Goal. It became popular. Are you covering Goal anywhere?
One of the guests have picked up the book.
Okay, all right. So Goldratt wrote, Goal, and it became quite popular. Then people said, "Tell us how to go about, that decision." So he wrote actually another book called "It's Not Luck," and in that he gave a set of thinking processes, right? And then it kind of one thing led to another. There is an entire body of knowledge on theory of constraints, right? And eventually it came down to a place where you now have thinking processes as a body of knowledge in itself, right? So different thinking processes depending on what you are. So you have what we call a current reality tree, a future reality tree. The most simplest one is what is called an evaporating cloud, where you identify, one position, you identify. So typically, right, any decision making boils down to two choices normally. Think about any decision, right? Although you may have multiple choices, finally, it comes down to, the classic to be or not to be, right? Right? And any kind of decision, then, so what Goldratt says is that you write that down, right? And then you identify the assumptions behind them, you surface the assumptions. And if you are able to take care of, getting rid of some of those assumptions, right? Then you have solved the dilemma that you have for yourself.
Correct.
Leaders that have been successful, I think the ability to keep contradictions, right, in mind at the same time, which is where I think that evaporating cloud helps, that I'm talking about, because it helps you to think about, I want to do this, at the same time I want to do this.
Lovely. So after this conversation, please message me that evaporating cloud concept. Where is it from? I would love to read a little more about it.
There is actually a website called www.evaporatingclouds, which is actually a website run by a co-author of mine and his friends, and you can actually draw your own clouds there.
Okay.
Think about, so and the beauty about evaporating clouds is that you have to be the decision maker. You cannot draw it for somebody else. You can help people draw it. You have to do it for yourself, right? One of the classic examples of an evaporating cloud, right, is your, let's say, economic order quantity, right? Or let's say price. Okay, let's take that example, right? If you come up with a new product or a service for your business, right, you want to increase the price, at the same time you want to keep the price low. Right? You cannot do both the things at the same time.
Right.
But so you're saying, I want to have a high price, at the same time I want to have a low price. This is a contradiction. Now what the cloud says is that, okay, now this is your want, think about the need behind it. So you want to keep a high price so that you can make margin. Okay. On the other hand, you want to keep the price low because
you get more customers.
You get more customers, you have more economy, more scale, right? Now comes the most interesting part. The point is that both of these are driving towards the same goal. Right? Now, what is the goal? To make more money for your company. And this is the point. I think this is what Gagan and I also talk about, is that you start with the big goal. What is it that you want to do? Right? And then work backwards towards the assumption. So I can see an absolute mapping of what Kagan Lai talk about. Of course, they talk about from an emotional point of view, but the approach is very much applicable, right, in multiple ways that people look at, right? So in this case, right, you cannot do both. But so you want to you want to make more money for the company. For that, you want to make sure that you get enough margin, but at the same time, you want to also get more market space.
Correct.
And you can't, to do that, you are keeping the price high or you're keeping the price low, but you can't do both at the same time.
Absolutely.
It means there are some assumptions behind it. Right? You have a certain assumption. Your assumption is that only by keeping the higher price can I increase my margin. You've not considered the fact that I can reduce the cost, for example.
Yeah.
Right? So this helps you to now think through, and what can I do to change that approach, right? so that I can still achieve, right? And the point that Goldratt talks about is that come up with sufficient injections, right? And the reason why he calls him evaporating cloud is because he says that if you come up with sufficient, at a point of time, after you give sufficient injections, the cloud will burst and it will evaporate. Right. The contradiction will no longer remain.